I am Greg from Online Language Academy, and in today's lesson we're going to be looking at the difference between the past simple and the present perfect in English grammar. So if that's a problem that you have when you're speaking English, you're going to love this lesson. Let's go. Alright, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so that you get notified of my next English pronunciation, grammar and vocabulary lessons. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the difference between the past simple and the present perfect in English. Before we start, what is the past simple? Well, past simple is basically I went, I ate, I walked. In regular verbs, we simply add ed to the verb. Walk, walked. We add ed when we write it. When we pronounce it, it usually sounds like this. So walk, walked. Ask, asked. It's only not possible to sound like this when the verb already ends in a T or D, like want and decide. In these situations, we add the sound id. Want, wanted. Decide, decided. That's how we pronounce the regular verbs in the past. However, most of the common verbs are irregular. I go, I went. I eat, I ate. I come, I came. I think, I thought. I run, I ran. I know sometimes when you're memorizing grammar rules in English, you might learn the three forms of the verb together, like come, came, come. Well, the past simple is the middle one, come, came. The present perfect is the last one, come, came, come, come. All right, eaten, eat, ate, eaten, the third one. And it always comes with the verb have. This is the present perfect. I have eaten. I have taken. She has run. We have driven. Okay, again, the regular verbs, we just add ed. I walk. I have walked. But most of the common verbs are irregular. Okay, so when do we use the past simple and when do we use the present perfect? Well, it's quite easy. And it all depends on the period of time that we are talking about. And whether, this is the important part, whether that period of time has finished or not. If that period of time has finished, by this I mean periods of time like yesterday. Yesterday it's finished, it's in the past, we cannot change it. Last week, last year, when I was a kid, last Tuesday, the 1st of January. Okay, these are all moments in the past that are in the past, we cannot change them, and that period of time has now finished. When that is the case, we need to use the past simple. And we're going to have a look at some examples using both of the tenses very, very soon. If the period of time that we are talking about has not finished, we need to use the present perfect. Present perfect because it's also the present. This time hasn't finished. It's the present and also the past. Present perfect. Okay? So in these situations, periods of time that haven't finished, for example, today, this week, this month, this year, in my life, ever, okay, ever is another way of saying in my life. In these situations, we need to use the present perfect. I have walked. I have been. So let's have a look at some examples. Before I do, just download my free book. This is going to help you with many other similar problems of what's the difference between this and this in English. That is going to answer all the most common questions like this in English. So get that book free. You can get it by downloading it from the link in the description, or there's a link at the end of the video. Okay, examples. I have been to Africa. I have been to Africa. I went to Africa in 2007. I went to Africa in 2007. Have you ever been to Africa? Have you ever been to Africa? Okay, in the first sentence, I say, I have been to Africa. The period of time I'm talking about there is in my life. In my life, I am still alive. The period of time in my life has not finished. So we need to use the present perfect. If we were talking about my great-grandfather, my great-grandfather didn't go to Africa. In this situation, we use the past simple because his life has finished. Now, I went to Africa in 2007. I went to Africa in 2007. In this situation, the period of time we're talking about has finished. 2007 has finished. It's in the past and I cannot change this anymore. So we use the past simple. And the question, have you ever been to Africa? Have you ever been to Africa? Have you ever? Remember, ever means in my life or in your life. So, have you ever been to Africa? We need to use the present perfect when we're asking if somebody has or hasn't done something in their life, because the answer can always change in the future. Have you ever been to Africa? No, but hey, I might go next year or when I'm older, who knows? Okay, another example. I have had 2 cups of tea today. I have had 2 cups of tea today. I had a cup of tea with my breakfast. I had a cup of tea with my breakfast. How many cups of tea have you had today? How many cups of tea have you had today? So again, in the first situation, I have had 2 cups of tea today. Today is the period of time, so we need the present perfect. I have had 2 cups of tea today, because probably I will have another later, 3, and maybe another later, 4. So this can change, so we need to use the present perfect. I had 1 cup of tea for breakfast. I had a cup of tea for breakfast. This is in the past simple because breakfast has finished and there's nothing I can do to change that now. It's in the past, it's gone. Forget about it. And the question, how many cups of tea have you had today? I have had 1, I have had 2. How many have you had? Again, because I'm talking about today and today has not finished, we use the present perfect. How many cups of tea have you had today? How many cups of tea did you have yesterday? Yesterday is in the past, we cannot change it, so we need the past simple. How many cups of tea did you have yesterday? Okay, a few other typical expressions that you might hear. Have they arrived yet? Have they arrived yet? Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Have you talked to her yet? Have you talked to her yet? These all mean, have you done something at any moment in the past up until now? And if you haven't, the possibility is there that you do it in the future. So for all of these things, have they arrived yet? No, but they might in the future. We need the present perfect. One more situation where we use the present perfect is with the word just. I have just done something. Do you want a cup of tea, Greg? No thanks. I have just drunk one. I have just drunk one. It just means that very recently you did something. So, hey, do you want another cup of tea? No thanks, I've just had one. Shall we go to Mexico for our holidays this year? No, we've just been to Mexico. We've just been to Mexico. Okay, so in context, it doesn't mean like, hey, 2 minutes ago we went to Mexico, but perhaps last summer we went to Mexico, so we don't want to go again next summer, because we've just been to Mexico. Let's go somewhere different. We've just been. Okay, remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification if you want more English lessons from me. And remember to download my book if you want to speak advanced English without all these typical mistakes that most students make. The links are coming up at the end of the video. So, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.